Hello and welcome back to another video. We're going to be discussing this weekend's main event from Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace Football Club Stadium. It's Chris Billam-Smith defending his WBO Cruiserweight Championship of the World versus Richard Riakporhe in the main event on the boxer card. It's a rematch of their first fight that ended in a win for Riakporhe via a split decision. This was a couple of years ago. Both men have significantly improved since then. Chris Billam-Smith won the bout of Lawrence Okolie around about a year ago. He looked pretty vulnerable in his first defense against Mateusz Masternak. It has to be said he was getting tagged. Actually looked like he was wobbled a couple of times as well. Masternak's corner pulled him out. In fairness to Billam-Smith, he was getting on top a little bit from that point. Ripped him to the body a few times. I think there was a broken rib in there for Mateusz Masternak. But Riakporhe had been licking his lips at that one for me a little bit. More recent times he's knocked out Krzysztof Kubacki in 4 rounds. But apart from that, he's more or less been treading water, probably waiting for his opportunity, it has to be said. For me, it's going to go in a similar way to the first fight did. However, I do actually believe that Richard Riakporhe will stop Chris Billam-Smith this time around. Billam-Smith is known for his toughness. He's a very, very tough man. He can whack himself as well, it has to be said. I just think Riakporhe's a better boxer than Chris Billam-Smith. I think he's going to take a bit of punishment in this one. I think Riakporhe will stop him late, maybe around about 9 or 10. I think it'll be a bit of a prolonged beating. It has to be said, Billam-Smith has improved a lot since their first fight. Looked really, really good in the Lawrence Okolie fight. But, Masternak did show some of Chris Billam-Smith vulnerabilities for me last time out. Riakporhe, probably hasn't been fighting at the level of opposition he would have liked to have been in more recent times. But for me, ultimately, he will come out victorious in this one. I do think he will stop Chris Billam-Smith. I think there is a little bit of a golfing class between the two of them. I may look a little bit stupid. Chris Billam-Smith wins this one because I know it's a genuine 50-50 and a lot of people online are backing Billam-Smith to get the job done here. But, Riakporhe had the benefit of having home advantage. That's really helped Chris Billam-Smith in his more recent fights, obviously, especially against Lawrence Okolie at the Vitality Bournemouth Stadium when he won that fight. And obviously, he's had plenty of other fights in and around that home crowd. He does carry a good backing, so I'd imagine that quite a few of them will make the trip to Selhurst Park for it. But I just think Riakporhe's bided his time. I think he's the fresher fighter. I think he's just more clean in his work. I think he's going to catch Billam-Smith enough times, although he has a great chin. But I do think he will stop him late. Please get involved in the comments below. Please let me know your prediction on Chris Billam-Smith versus Richard Riakporhe. It's the main event this weekend on the Sky Sports Boxer card from Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace.